We just had Sienna's birthday where we were partying the park. We went to Joe Burger Park and we retold the story of the Israelites. We asked, why were the Israelites stuck in Egypt? What caused them to want to leave Egypt? How did they get out of Egypt? God sent them a leader. He sent Moses to Pharaoh to say, let my people go. Jehoram served as Pharaoh and made him do a few drills. And finally, Sienna stepped up as Moses and asked, let my people go. Pharaoh said, no. So God had to send the plagues. We played a few plagues. We did some frog hops. We turned the water to blood. We played flies and gnats, where the gnats and flies started to spread. There was a hailstorm. Finally, Pharaoh let them go. And where did they go after that? They went to the desert. They had some cupcakes. And the Israelites made a mistake. They felt like after the desert, they could head straight to the promised land. But we had to remind them that once the Israelites first got into the desert, they ran into an obstacle. The water. The Red Sea was right in front of them. Pharaoh right behind. How were they going to get across? God made a miracle. So we reenacted the Red Sea. Encompassing the Egyptians. They had to wander in the desert for 40 years, but God gave them provision. He gave them a pillar of fire by night and a pillar of cloud by day.
We're going to follow Sienna with the pillar, and when she stops, we need to hurry and go. Okay, and now let's go.
Break! No!
Okay. So the fire was at night, the cloud was during the day. Okay, now we're going to follow the cloud because it's daytime.
Great.
We followed the pillar of fire, we followed the cloud, and we stopped and set up camp when the fire or cloud stopped. The great thing about that is the fire kept them warm at night, the cloud kept them cool in the day.
Why is there a cloud in the day? Anybody know why a cloud? Yes, I know.
But still they complained.
I helped them stay cool. God protected them, but they didn't have everything they wanted all the time. They complained of hunger.
They
when
were
God got
hungry.
He gave them manna.
So God gave them manna. We had snacks. He gave them quail. There were animals.
I'm gonna try this. Wait, we get this ready?
He gave them water from a rock. Moses was supposed to talk to the rock, but the Israelites were disobeying. So Moses struck the rock, and water flowed from it. Actually, he did tell them to strike the rock at one time. Their clothes did not wear out in the 40 years in the wilderness. Though sometimes they were grumbly and disobedient, God protected them through their trials and brought them into the promised land, which in our case was the park, where the kids were free to play.